All right, shalom, boys. Here. Well, um, out on this rest day, relaxing and pondering things, and it's amazing that all of these things are coming out. Whether it's about your famous entertainer, your famous politician, your famous YouTuber, your famous pastor. Uh, all of this stuff is coming out, and it's quite disturbing because these are the people that society looks up to. Um, these are the people that entertain us, teach us, uh, lead us. Uh, and this is why I keep on saying over and over again the fish rots from the head down. And when you have people in positions of authority, people that are in positions of celebrity, uh, and when they do immoral acts, it speaks a lot about the value, moral and value system of the people, because after all, you empower these people. You empower these people with your time. You empower these people with your resources, with your watch time hours, with your dollars. And, it's pretty sad to see the deplorable nature of these people. And I say this to say, this to go into this P. Diddy situation. I grew up in a time where P. Diddy was hot, and this is what we jammed to in the clubs, uh, in our cars, in our homes. Uh, these are the kind of people that we listen to. And men like this shaped the generation. There's people today. It's amazing how the people that I grew up with and used to club with and stuff. I'm telling you, man, they clearly see this man as doing no wrong still to this day. And it's pretty sad, but the disturbing video of him assaulting this woman in the most violent and horrific way is quite disturbing. And I talk about these things because they're so important for you to understand. Now, first and foremost, I just now did a video the other day. Um, talk about immoral acts, and uh, myself, I've never put my hands on a woman. I've never assaulted a woman. Uh, when it comes to the criminal justice system, I have no interaction whatsoever with it. I'm squeaky clean. Uh, I've never even so much as called a woman out of her name in her face. Uh, I personally believe that that is not uh, the proper way to deal with situations. Um, I've always been a proponent of, if a woman is going to push you to such extent, leave her. Get her out of your life. There's plenty of women out there that you can get. And the people who perform these acts of beating on women, calling women out of their names, assaulting women, they're not real men at all. They're real cowards. And it's sad that, these kind of acts go on. But it's important to understand where the source of it, and it goes back to the moral decline of our society. And I have three young daughters, and it's uh, what I attempt to do personally. What I'm attempting to do is raise them in a set apart, holy and righteous fashion, as to where they never have to worry about that, because you see people today how they raise their children. I'm raising my children to be, or my daughters to be, wives first and foremost. And the only way that they're going to understand how to be a wife is by the interaction that they see between uh, their mother and me. The only way that my sons are going to see uh, what it means to see a man is between the interaction between their mother and me. And this is why it is so important uh, to be the living example. Because, I mean, what do you look at, you see at the moral decline? Uh, this is a very disturbing thing to see a man uh, conduct himself in this fashion. But uh, hey, this is where we are in society today. And I'm all about solutions. But we see the domestic violence between men and women, whether it's man on woman or woman on man, it's going through the roof. People are just getting stark raving mad out there. They're losing their minds, and this is how it plays out in society today. Me personally, I had an incentive. Not only was it not in my character to be calling some woman out of her name, getting into arguments with women, let alone beating them. It was always more efficient to me to just get rid of him and get another woman. I mean, that was just my thought process. But in addition to that, being in corporate America, you can't have no domestic violence or any kind of record like that and expect to hold a corporate job. I mean, I didn't work a McDonald's or Wendy's job or one of these low slave wage jobs. As a matter of fact, I never had one of those kind of jobs. Even with my first job, there was sort of a background check and it was a stiff interview process. Even with my first job ever. But it's so important for us as real men to set the bar and a standard because of all of this debauchery that you see going on today. It really is disturbing. Uh, it's just not worth it. I mean, if you see such things going on, first and foremost, women need to report it. Women need to file a police report. It's amazing how Kevin Samuels used always to say, asking women, oh yeah, you got domestic violence or you experienced domestic violence. Did you ever file a police report? No. I mean, to come out and to accuse somebody 3 or 4 or 5 years later, or 10 or 15 years later, without any physical proof. And I guess in the day, in the Me Too age, I'm saying you can accuse somebody 30 years ago and people will take notice to it. But, it's an unfortunate thing to see these things going on. And this goes back to the moral decline because any woman of any real self-worth, now, this is my opinion. Any woman, any real self-worth will not put herself or allow herself to be subjugated to such actions. Any man of any real self-worth or dignity, a self-respected man will never do such a thing to a woman. Uh, and we live in a society today where it's all these gray areas where people want to justify um, uh, uh, how they subjugated themselves to certain actions. Men want to justify why they did certain actions. It really is sad. But, it's coming out more and more. It's amazing, whether it's your pastors or your entertainers or your politicians or your celebrities or it's just immorality after immorality after immorality, and these people don't have a conscience. They don't have a moral center. They feel as though because whatever position or whatever fame that they have a sovereign right to do such things. And these people can't be reasoned with. And this is why it's so important to uh, be careful of the company you keep. Be careful of the people that you listen to. Be careful who you call your leader. Whether it's a politician or pastor or entertainer or motivational speaker. It seems like they're all corrupt these days. There's only a small fraction of them that's not steeped in a whole bunch of controversy. It's amazing how, you can't go without looking at a whole bunch of controversy. And in this day and age, in spite of all of the controversy, everybody's innocent. Nobody's done nothing wrong. It's amazing. But, hey, this is why I say you have to take personal responsibility for the company you keep, for the people that you associate with, and their actions, because it implicates you. It implicates the moral center or the lack thereof, when you associate with people who do, or take pride in people who do immoral acts that's proven. Now, I'm not talking about speculation or hearsay. I'm talking about actual proven, of people that get up on social media and just flat out just admit to things. It really is sad, but you have a dumb and docile society. The economy is collapsing. People are poor and broke, and this is what you get: man worship. This is what you get: immorality. This is what you get when you have these factors play in. Uh, be careful out there. It's well, let's see if he goes to jail. Let's see if he's held accountable for his actions. Because again, in this day and age, it seems like nobody's being held accountable for their actions. But you, the little man, oh yeah, 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 you will be held accountable for your actions. But men of power and position and control and money and influence, nah, not for them. That's why the power lies with you, because you empower these people. The power lies with you.